When it comes to the Ukraine, Canada's support is far from over. Let's get into it.
Oh, yeah!
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to The Fringe. I wanted to talk about something briefly today. Karina Ghould, Karen, as I call her, introducing a bill to continue support for rebuilding the Ukraine. Now, I've said for a long time that what's happening in the Ukraine is money laundering. We see with Chrystia Freeland's announcement of the budget and the debt that Canada's taken versus the billions of dollars that we've sent over to the Ukraine, not to mention all of our military equipment, our military personnel. We're funding somebody else's war. We're funding a proxy war. Karina Ghould coming out saying how distraught and dismayed she is because Canada has voted down to continue to give more money to the Ukraine. Let me ask you guys this. Let me ask an opinion if you guys want to sound off in the comments. Why are we giving money to the Ukraine outside of money funneling? And why are the Liberals so intent on continuing to funnel every taxpayer dollar over to the Ukraine? That's something that you have to consider. There are people out there that, look, I've met refugees from the Ukraine that have come over to Calgary, where I live. Very nice people. And I feel for them. I feel for everything that's going on in their country. However, it's not our job to fund that war. Just like I feel like the conflict in Israel-Palestine is something Canada should keep their nose out of as well. We're now seeing that blow up in our country as protests are erupting and people are essentially bombarding Justin Trudeau everywhere he goes, calling for a ceasefire. But when it comes to the Ukraine, it's virtue signaling to funnel money. When do we say enough is enough? Let's take a look at what Karen had to say. Not only so, Concerned Canadian tweeting this out. Not only due to Freeland's past history in the Ukraine do they want us to pay for the war now, they also want us to pay for the Ukraine reconstruction. It's time to say enough. Let's prioritize Canadian needs instead. Spot on, right? That's why are we sending our money? Let's see what Karina had to say.
This is an agreement that demonstrates Canada's solidarity, our commitment to Ukraine fighting for their freedom, for their sovereignty. This agreement is about supporting the rebuilding of Ukraine, and every single Conservative member of Parliament voted against it. I have to say, I am in complete shock about this. I thought there was solidarity amongst Canadians. I believe, in fact, there is solidarity amongst Canadians. But Conservative members of Parliament have shown their true colours. It is clear to me why Mr. Poilievre has not uttered a single word in support of Ukraine. This demonstrates their lack of commitment to people who are fighting for their freedom and their sovereignty. I think Ukrainian Canadians should be concerned about this. They should be asking, what is going on with the Conservative Party of Canada? Why would they vote against something that the government of Ukraine has asked the government of Canada to do in a moment when they are under siege, when they are under threat, when they are fighting for their lives and fighting for their country? Mr. Poilievre purports to stand for freedom, but he clearly does not stand for freedom for people around the world. Thank you. This is an agreement.
So let's take a few things from that statement, that disgusting statement. First off, nobody in the world who looks like this more could be deserving of the name Karen. Second of all, she spoke about Pierre Poilievre standing for freedom. Yes, he does stand for freedom. Canadians' freedom. The reason you probably haven't seen Pierre Poilievre come out in support of the Ukraine is because he knows what's going on. He understands that we're funneling money for money laundering purposes over to the Ukraine, that this is a proxy war, that this is just a money pit. And there's nothing in this to benefit Canadians, that we should stay out of it. Saying, like, I don't understand what this constant push is for the Liberal government to try to push onto people that somehow we're responsible for what's happening in the Ukraine. Um, the reason I say that is because you're seeing now, especially in this speech or anytime this is brought up in the House of Commons, they do the same thing they did with the divisiveness during lockdowns, which is talking about people. We need people that are diverse. We need people who believe in solidarity. We need people that stand up for solidarity. And they've asked us for help. They're suffering so much. We should just give them everything. Everybody who doesn't agree with this is selfish. And everybody who agrees with this is a sexist misogynist. And they use the same words when all they're doing is trying to argue their ability to write a blank check to another country in order to make themselves rich. And that is the problem. And that's what a lot of people that want to sit on the other side of the fence, that want to virtue signal, saying we're doing all these things for the Ukraine. None of this money is helping the Ukrainians. It's helping Zelensky. And it's going to the stupidest of places. It's kind of like reminiscent of those commercials where, you know, you see those humanitarian commercials where it's, you know, for 30 cents a day you can feed these starving kids. Nothing goes to those starving kids. It goes to pay for their ads and to line the pockets of those who run those organizations. Very little goes to helping those people, and that's part of the problem with those scams. I've always said if you want to donate your money to something, donate it direct. Don't go to these organizations. Don't funnel to large corporations that want to use your money to line their pockets. I have the same issue whenever I go to a store and they say, would you like to donate $1 to this or to that? I'm giving those companies a massive tax write-off by giving them a donation of money that I've already paid taxes on. And that's essentially what's happening with the Canadian government here, is they're giving away your money that you pay taxes on while we're climbing in massive amounts of debt. To virtue signal and launder cash and pad the pockets of them and their friends. I mean, that's where we're at as a country, ladies and gentlemen. But let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Is it time to stop funding the Ukraine? Should we tell Zelensky kind of where the door is, or do we just continue playing it safe and wanting to be politically correct? Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. If it's your first time here, I hope this video has earned your subscription. As you're clicking that button, make sure to hit the bell for notifications, as I've been told by YouTube that just over 100 people now are being notified when our videos go live out of the 12,000 that we have in subscribers. So make sure that you hit that bell so you're notified every time new content drops here on this channel. Also, don't forget to join us every Sunday night at 6:30 p.m. Pacific time for the weekly wrap here on the channel, where we go over everything that happened in the week prior, everything coming up in the week ahead, and we sit around with the community and I hear what you guys have to say, and we chat a little bit back and forth. And it's always great to get to know people outside of making these videos and chat with new folks. I love seeing new people in there. Speaking of chatting with people about what's going on in their universe, make sure to join our Discord. The link is down below. We do have a section in the Discord for video suggestions. If there's anything going around around your city, or you see something, or you come across an article you want me to cover here on this channel, make sure to post it up in the Discord, and I may feature it in one of our videos coming up ahead. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll catch you on the next one.